We're talking with Sandie Macdonald, the Mayor of Essa Township, and thank you for taking the time to speak with us today. First, I'll start off with just letting you give a message to the residents about what Essa Township is doing, what's closed, what's not, and I'll leave the floor to you, Sandie.
Okay. Thank you very much, Emily, and to the Borden Citizen for allowing myself, on behalf of Essa Council, to be able to have a message for our residents. First of all, we have taken the coronavirus very, very seriously. We know that it's an ever-changing and gaining momentum. And stating that, some of the things and the measures that Essa Township has taken is that we have closed our township office to the public. Our staff is still remaining working there. And we've closed our arenas, we've closed our libraries. And the reason for that is they're large crowds. And from our health professionals and all the government, they want social distancing. And you say, why? Why social distancing? The importance of social distancing is because whoever you encounter, you don't know where they've been, if they've been sick, and who they've talked to and what their story is. So we're asking everyone if they could do the social distancing. And that is one thing that all of us can be in control of. And that may stop and maybe the momentum that this virus is taking. And the other things that in our township that has been happening for our workers, for the safety of our workers, we have now put in place flex hours. So that means it's not as many people at the work at the same time, but also for the child care crisis that will be happening, because many of those are closed down. We also have special protocols put in place for our frontline emergency workers, for our fire department, so that they can still come out and do their job in the professional way that they always have. And we're all in uncharted waters. We don't know, and so we rely on all of the communications, starting with our federal government, our provincial government, the county of Simcoe, and all of that information that we are gathering, we now have put on our website. So you can go to essatownship.on.ca. It's all there. There's also the provincial website that has great information, the Simcoe County loaded with information, and that is ever changing. And so we encourage all of our residents to be good neighbors. And in stating being good neighbors is you may have a shut-in or an elderly neighbor beside you. So if you're going to the store, maybe you could reach out and say, do you need anything? So there's not three families going, now there's just the one family going. So we hope that will be a big part. Things that the message that is from everyone, and everyone should take it seriously, is wash those hands. Do it correctly. There's many tutorials online. There's in script also that tell you how to wash your hands. You have to wash and you have to scrub and you got to get those nails done. And you need to sing happy birthday twice apparently, or another song that you need to do. It's not that under the water, do it. It's not that way at all. You need to lather, you need to get up and around the wrist, and you need to make sure that you take those precautions. And if you're going into those shopping malls, luckily they have sanitizer wipes. Use them. Use them to wipe that one thing that you're going to be using. Wear your gloves in there. And those are all things that we will now stop a spread, and hopefully that we can minimize the momentum that this has taken.
Great. So we've been seeing in the news different developments with different townships locally. You did allude to the different resources that people can reach out to. Can you reiterate again, as a resident of Essa Township, if I want to get the most recent and most accurate, up-to-date information, what are the best resources for me, and where should I access this information?
Most of the access has been done through social media, through your websites. As I said before, all of the government websites are up to the minute, all accurate information, so that you're not thinking, okay, is this for real or not for real? So those are the channels. But I do recognize that there's some that don't have that. So then get onto your televisions, because they're bringing their information up as quick as they can, and they also have had many great tips for those that are trying to social distance or that are shut in. So they have many different ways that you can make your family and yourself safe. And so and that's very important, is that that whatever you're doing out, you may be taking something home unknowingly. And so this is not a blame situation. This is just a reality that when we are out amongst everyone, we don't know what is out there. So just stay safe and use those things. And you can always phone Essa Township. You can do 705-424-9770 and ask a question that you can't find, or that you do not have those technologies to be able to load into to see if you can get that information.
Great. And to wrap things up, just on a personal note, Sandie, and as a small business owner, as we are here at your small business in town, naturally for you, how are you doing personally?
For myself, I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking. And I think that because we have such a great team, so I'll speak because it still comes into my own public life to be a mayor for the Township of Essa. So we have great communications and from our CAO, our senior management, and then it is all downloaded to our staff. So we're not always worrying, is everybody going to be okay? Do they know how to do these things? Do you know, because you don't want the ones that are running your township, or even my colleagues on council, to be anxious about anything. So all the information shared is so very important. I'm very blessed to have a great council that we are in touch like on a daily basis. Sometimes, many times during the day, as well as our CAO. So in sharing all this information, that gives you a sense of peace, but not letting down our guard whatsoever. When I say that it gives you peace, at least we know that we have our things in place and how we will react, and they are constantly changing. And what we knew yesterday, that we could have 250 people in a place, now we have down to nothing. Now we only have 2 takeouts. And I like to say thank you so much to our emergency workers, because they're in uncharted waters. And at this time, it's very, very, I'm sure, scary, because they don't know what they're going up against, and they are doing a fantastic job. And to all of, to my colleagues and to staff, and to the residents for doing their part. And again, I can't stress enough, wash those hands, keep your hands off your face, which is just natural to do, and to look after your loved ones, and to know that as a council and our staff, our number one priority is keeping you safe and informed. And again, I'd like to just say thank you very much to you, Emily, and to the Borden Citizen for allowing us to have our message out.
Our pleasure. Thank you, Sandie.
Thank you.